pricing being revealed. Most analysts were saying.
All right, I'm late. I'm doing this quick video right here. I had known this, and listen, right now, I apologize. Just work has been working, and a little bit of fatigue has dropped in with the rage bait stuff. As you can see, I put videos on there, but it is what it is. But another thing that I saw, and I want to use his video on this. You could go to Financial Times. They did this. So go Nintendo took it right here. But people's like, oh, the 450 is so crazy for the price of the Switch and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. And okay, go to Financial Times, you'll see this. But anyway, you will see right there, as you said as you see in the thing right there, Financial Times article. So let's talk about it. So I'll let him read a little bit of it, and then I'll do my comment because people, it's so funny how they're like, oh, point taken. Corporations are greedy. Yes, I agree. Corporations are greedy. I saw human beings and saw consumers. Not customers, consumers. Customers are greedy too. We all are greedy. We all are greedy. Like I said, would I want the price to be lower? Yes. But here's the thing. A lot of the gamers are put in PlayStation, Xbox style of marketing onto the Nintendo. That's crazy. And two, I saw a video where they were like, which I might respond to. The other thing, kind of like, oh, the gaming industry is destroyed, whatever. But said, Xbox was the last console. You saw a video about that a while ago too. Xbox is the last console that I would thought would raise the prices. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. You think, I swear these people is a special type of stupid. So you think this big conglomerate corporation, Microsoft is not as bigger than Nintendo in come to the corporation and employees and all that stuff. So it's Sony. I know because I work for Sony. I'm on a contract with them. You think they're like, oh, Nintendo raised the prices. Okay, Nadal and this and all those folks raise the prices. It's not that easy. It's not. They had the forecast to do this in 2024. I'm not surprised by this. And again, we were in a bubble. It popped. Sorry, but it popped. Now, do we want to bring on the gaming crash? That's the one that's going to be a little harder to swallow, but maybe so. Maybe so. But let's see this. Let's see how I like this. This is how they compare the Sony and Microsoft to Nintendo. And when Nintendo do their own thing, then there's a problem. And it's just stupid to me. But anyway.
Switch 2 would cost somewhere between $400 and $500, so they were definitely in the ballpark. Now, how much does it actually cost Nintendo to make the Switch 2? We might have some insight on that. A Financial Times article from a few weeks back had an interesting tidbit tucked all the way at the bottom, and it pertains to the cost Nintendo takes on in manufacturing a Switch 2. According to the article, Vietnam export data lists the Switch 2 unit price for custom duties at $338. As you might know, Switch 2 units being sold in the US are coming from Vietnam, which is where the price data comes from. You might consider the difference in $338 and $450 is quite considerable, pointing to Nintendo making a pretty penny off the Switch 2 at launch. If manufacturing price was the only factor in launching Switch 2, that would definitely be the case. There are obviously a host of other aspects that go into a system, such as packaging, marketing, labor, and much more. While it's still likely Nintendo is making a profit overall, the margins are likely much slimmer than the figures above suggest. And that's kind of where my mindset.
Okay, so there you go. So let's do the numbering. If everything was going to be perfect, all the materials together, the piece, the screen, everything, whatever, all that comes up to $112. I mean, $338. That's what it came up to. All right. Now we know in Japan, where I think in Japan they're building in from China. Japan and China doesn't have a trade deficit problem, which they should, well, to a degree they do. And again, I don't understand why Japan's letting that happen because they're firing missiles over your you got North Korea firing missiles over your island, but whatever. That again, I'm not in Japan. But the point is because Japan switches 350. So they'll be cheaper that rate. So if say that in China they get a little bit more cheaper to make it because remember it's slave labor in China compared to other countries. The Vietnam one is still that. But just the products itself is $338. And Nintendo is selling it in America for $450. So that's $112. But again, that's the raw materials to get to make the Switch. You got to put them together. That's a cost. You got to put them together. You got to have the packaging. You have to add the shipping. So it's not so yeah. Now at the end of it, Nintendo could make maybe $25 off it or $45 off. If you add other stuff into it. Okay, let's go with that. But here's the other part that killed me. Gamers will look at it and say these YouTubers and hardcore gamers, but because they don't care. Like, oh yeah, well why don't you do like PlayStation and sell it for a loss, or like Microsoft and sell it for a loss? And my thing would be like, how about you shut your pie hole? If I want to make a profit out of something I've done, I want to make a profit out of something I've done. Again, y'all basically, here's the thing. I do these videos. I do this for free because it's for fun. It's just entertainment and fun and something a little just whatever. But, and I do mean this, there are videos that I've showed you. People do videos, rage bait videos. That's about 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And they have like 3 commercials in the mother flipping thing. Because y'all just can't, y'all want to make money off of everything. So, kind of hypocritical, ain't you? You know, heretic to be like, oh, I gotta make money off of me doing a video, just put a camera up, whatever. And Nintendo, who's do R&D, figure out the best parts, put things together, put everything. They should not make money off of their freaking console. Kiss my ass with that bullshit. Some of y'all gamers and most of y'all YouTubers, full of shit. Y'all really are just jabronis in that regard. Just annoying. I'm gonna scroll this video. If not this is the end of the video, but if I'll scroll this video more to see any more information that pops up. The Financial Times one I know from last week, and I would just randomly listen to videos and it popped up. Like, oh yes, I forgot to make a video about the Financial Times thing. But let's see. I'll scroll and see this. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I will scroll, see what they say. After that, then I'll add it. If not, this is the end of the video. All right. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy all your games on all consoles, including PC and mobile devices.